Whoa! Good day, good day, good day, everybody. How are y'all doing? You can talk, by the way. I am
You're
muted
talking
you.
about that? Ow!
I thought you meant the chat. Like,
Why are you in
you
the
don't
chat?
you
Why
don't
are
know
you
if you're
in the chat?
interacting with us or the chat or you out with us.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So, how's Chad doing? While Chad is catching up with us, how are you both? How are both of you doing? How is the blood out of your mouth yet, Minnie May?
Unfortunately, a little too much. I might be getting dry sockets, so we're holding off, hoping I don't, because that's gonna be another excruciating.
What the
Because
what?
I had a blood clot came out last night, and we're like, oh my god, was it long enough for the healing to start, or am I gonna be screwed? I'm super paranoid right now.
I'm surprised your face isn't really swollen. Because I remember when I had mine out, my face I looked like
Yeah,
too
you see,
much.
I'm really like they gave me instructions, and I'm really paranoid. I'm OCD, anxious, like kind of person. So like I did the cold compressions every 20 minutes on each side, then hot compressions every 20 minutes on each side. Like I did everything I was supposed to do to make sure I didn't swell or bruise. So I'm like really like
Okay, so that's what happened to her last week, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we couldn't do the City of Thorns thing.
I'm sorry.
And no, it's okay. It's okay. We have those days. I mean, and Luna, how are you doing?
I'm doing alright. No complaints.
No complaints.
Yeah,
Whose doggy is that?
it's not
That's
mine.
Is that
mine.
yours? Okay, no, it's cool.
I'm
My
sorry.
dogs will also go crazy in a few. Will be going crazy, especially the tiny one. Like
Oh, my
he's
sis, my
reached that
husband.
stage. He's reached that stage. Like he's finally gotten the courage to bark. But every now
Mm.
and again, when he barks, now this dog is 7 years old. Okay, just letting you know. I don't know why. Never like he rarely barks, but every now and again, when he does bark, he scares himself. So he goes.
Oh goodness.
So it's been a while. Not gonna lie, it's been quite a while. And for those of you wondering, we are not doing the City of Thorns thing. This is a sideline story with different characters, as you can see. Um, Luna forgot to shave today, so
Yeah.
that's
Sorry,
why.
guys.
Yeah, yeah. They're playing different characters and everything. It's still to do. It still happens in the universe of the City of Thorns. Some events happen, and you all will see what that is about. The moment everything is up and running again, I believe Second Class Elitist has got a faulty motherboard at the moment. Man, this year was not good for any of us.
No.
Like, if we don't fall ill, someone gets their teeth knocked out. And if that doesn't happen, a graphic card dies or a motherboard dies, or we're gonna get it can only get better from here on in. That's all I'm saying. The only way is up, or whatever. But yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. And without any further ado, let's start. Just a little bit of a forewarning here. This episode might contain stuff that might be sensitive to some viewers. If you feel uncomfortable, just mute us for a while and come back in, or just not watch. It's okay. We do understand. So, the camera opens up onto a scene in a graveyard. And there's about 20 odd people there standing around a grave. And in the closest to the grave, you see someone who will describe what she looked like soon kneel down and drop a rose, face wet with tears. And the camera catches a glimpse of a semi-bearded 5 o'clock shadow type person standing next to her, resting his hand on top of her shoulder, also trying to fight back the tears. And the camera fades to black. Jock, you haven't heard from Janelle in about 2 days. You're on your way to her house. You've been there, you've been to that house many a times. It's going to be the first time that you're going to be at this house, and Lucy won't be there. First of all, what do you look like? There we go. She just pointed at herself, everybody. That's what she looks like. He looks like. What car do you drive?
I have a BMW i3. I think it's called an i3. Yeah.
Okay. You check your phone one last time to make sure that no messages have come through. Maybe restart your phone just to make sure, technology can fail you.
These fucking Motorola's, I swear.
Ah, there we go. There we go. You drive up to her house, to Janelle's house. Janelle, what does your house look like from the outside?
So it's kind of like we have a wooden plank. Sorry, we have a wooden planked gate, and then like a dark gray concrete wall around it, and then it's a 2-story with like a little balcony piece with like seats and a braai area. It's got the one corner is like big open window pane, the garage door, one garage door with a wooden garage door. It's also a gray, like light gray, so it's very modern, very plain exterior, but you can see inside, which is like this white, clean, pristine look.
Okay. Just a quick note, side note. Internet is still crappy in South Africa, so there will be some stuttering happening, but we've got it on recording, so it will be better. Is the gate well greased? Will it make a sound if it opens? It doesn't make a sound.
No, but if I'm in the house, it does send like a beep when the gates open.
Okay. You park in front of this house, Jock. What's going through your mind? Like, this is Janelle, Lucy's lover, Lucy's girlfriend, if you will.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind? Are you anxious at all? Are you...
I guess I would be kind of anxious. Not quite knowing why I even bothered to show up here, seeing as, she chose her over me. And just kind of, how do I explain it in words?
What's the... Muffed. What's the last memory you have of both, of all three of you together? The last memory that you have of you three together?
It would be we had gone out that afternoon to a cafe. Mm-hmm. We would have like a few drinks, something small to eat, and then heading out to like a club or movies. Club, I think. Yeah, it was a club.
Okay, it wasn't the day of, right?
No.
It was about how many days, or let's say how many days before the incident happened was this? Was this about 1, 2, a week?
I think it would be the day before.
Would be the day before. Anything that happened during that time that sort of made you felt like she was saying goodbye, or didn't you pick up on that?
No.
You didn't pick up on that. You just it was a normal thing where you were the third wheel and you were admiring Lucy from afar and seeing her having a good time, and sort of seeing her having a good time made you kind of feel good. But still, that memory plays over in your mind as you sit outside the house and look at it. After a few minutes pass, you get the courage. I guess you're trying to figure out what the hell you're going to say to her when you see her. It's slightly disconcerting that, like I said, she hasn't spoken to you in 2 days. She's not the kind of person would do funky shit. But being as she is a psychiatrist in training, as you call it, she could be, she could delve into some things. And she can handle her drink. She loves to drink quite a lot. In fact, roll me a D100 quickly.
Me or Janelle?
Jock. Man, nothing stands out from that night specifically. There was one thing that you like.
Typical man, so oblivious.
Yeah, someone called her something else, called Janelle something else, but you can't put your finger on it. And, she's like, oh, the one thing you do know is, like, someone called her something. She's like, oh, okay, cool. And she turned to you like, excuse me, please. And she went to the bathroom. And that's when you got to chat a little bit with Lucy. And according to you, like, it was just another normal time. And, you were very, very close. You're on the you were basically, according to you, you were on the cusp of going out. You're like, of being in a relationship. That's how you felt about it. You were on the cusp of that.
Okay.
So eventually you get out. You look around. There's no doorbell or anything that you can ring. Which is, of course, the moment you touch that gate, a little ding will go off that you can hear clearly from the outside. You open the gate, and the ding happens. Where do we find Janelle just before that ding happens?
What Janelle is doing? Not like fully slouched. She still has good posture. She's her parents is always proper. So she's kind of sitting in like one of those wicker chairs with a drape behind her, with a beer, sitting in a spare room. And the spare room was where her girlfriend, deceased girlfriend Lucy, used to do her crafts and her art, and like had a free area whenever she stayed with her for a few days. So she's just sitting in there and looking at all the stuff. It hasn't been touched. Nothing of Lucy's in that room has been touched besides the chair.
It still smells slightly of Lucy. The smell won't linger for too long. It's a mixture. Like, you've got that person, the other person smell. There's a couple of art implements that you haven't opened yet. Because, if you open it, you'll expose her smell to the rest of the world. You want to kind of keep it sacred, What beer are you drinking?
Do you guys have Bud Light in South Africa?
We have Budweiser.
Yeah, no. I guess I'm drinking a Castle Light.
You're drinking
so
a
Castle
green.
Light. Imagine a green bottle.
Yeah. Are you have you taken anything today specifically?
Yeah, probably when I woke up.
When I woke up. This is about 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, so I probably woke up around 7:30 as always. I showered, I took it, and then started my day.
Roll me a D100 again, please. Janelle. You misjudged, which is strange. Maybe it's because of the message. You misjudged what you took, the amount that you had to take this morning. You're still slightly woozy, high. You're in control of your faculties, but you're just a little bit slower than normal. What did you take? Did you take sleeping medication?
Vicodin.
Vicodin. You took Vicodin. So you took a bit more Vicodin than you should have. And you're sitting there thinking about it. What's the last memory you had with you and Lucy together?
Like the last time we spoke, or the last memory I'm holding on to?
The last memory you're holding on to.
It was probably a week before we went up to the zoo because she loves to like go draw the animals there. And because of my side dealings, I was able to get us in at night, and we got the lights all up, and she got to go, go see the birds and stuff, sleeping with the lights on. And while we were sitting there, I had asked if she wanted to move in with me permanently, move out the dorms and move in with me. She said yes. And we had like a little picnic there too with wine and all that.
That's the memory you're holding on to. Just a side note, this is a proper zoo, not the current one in Bloemfontein. And as you're thinking about that, about that specific memory, your hand automatically, as if you're not controlling it, reaches out to your phone and it plays that WhatsApp message. The message you got 3 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago. Everything is a haze. You figured out that someone switched on one of her family switched on a phone. It was dead when they found it, or switched off, and when they switched it on, it connected to the nearest network and sent out the messages she wanted to send out, because she sent it out on airplane mode. So the moment the phone got switched on, they switched airplane mode off and all the messages went through. And the message is, "Hey honey, I can't wait to be finally moving in with you. I'm so sick and tired of this dorm life, and it's gonna be, I'm looking so forward to this. I just have to sort out a couple of things here on the university grounds. I'm going to just quickly, I've heard that Theodora is on the varsity grounds tonight, and I'm just gonna tell her where I'm moving to, because she supplies some of the art things, and maybe she wants to send me something, and it would go amiss if we were to do it, and also if I were not to do it, and also I'm wearing my special nighties and thinking of you. Love ya." And the phone goes quiet. It is at this moment that the ding from the gate announces someone entering your yard. You're muted.
She gets up. She leaves the room. She locks it. Puts the key in her pocket, and she hits the kitchen.
Just
She takes any.
Just a quick thing. Roll a d100 for me. I just want to see something. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So she gets into the kitchen. She grabs any like bottles and just throws it away quickly. Like does a quick cleanup, as best as she can, so it doesn't look too mangled. And
just I'm gonna do this a couple of times. Jock, roll a d100 for me as she's cleaning. What bottles and things are you throwing away? What?
basically just Castle. Just Castle. I never had any of the other bottles in the kitchen. That always stayed in my hidden in a stash.
Yeah.
So I kept it separate from So it's basically just Castles and like maybe 1 or 2 bottles of wine.
Okay, Jock, you hear as you're waiting outside, you opened up the gate and you walk towards the front door. And as you're walking, bright sunny day, it's a happy day, if one could have such a thing in this time. You hear a bunch of bottles being thrown into the waste bin. Now, basically, yeah, it is, and it's sort of like, it sounds like it's in a rush. You know that whole thing where you take the dustbin. You're a man. You've done this before. You take the dustbin, take the bottles, and you just sweep it into the dustbin. Something
Yeah.
almost like that, only slightly more controlled. After you clean up, it's about two minutes roughly. What else
That's a
do you
big
do?
yard.
It's a long time. It's 2 minutes worth of cleaning.
Come in.
Janelle,
Hey,
where are you?
in the kitchen. Get something to drink. You want some orange juice?
No, I'm fine. So what? You okay?
Are you gonna ask me that every day after putting my girlfriend into the ground?
Probably.
I'm great. I'm dandy, not like I just put away my entire life into a tiny little box 9 feet underground while waiting for tiny little worms to go and infest her body. Dude, awesome.
So
What are
you've
you doing here, Jack?
come to check on you, man.
Why?
Because you were Lucy's girl, I feel like I kind of gotta, not that I owe it to her, but gotta make sure that you're okay. You know?
No, I don't. To be honest, I actually didn't think I would ever see you again after her
No, man.
passing.
Why? I mean, shit. She meant a lot to me. She was my best friend.
Yeah, right. Look, I gotta go get ready for work. Is there anything you want? Need?
No. Is there anything I can do for you?
There's a box of some of her stuff that I'm supposed to be sending to her parents. Do you mind doing that for me? I really don't wanna.
No, that's fine. I'll do it now. I'll do it immediately then.
It's in front of the door, the passage there. I'm gonna go get ready. Janelle
Uh,
like walks off and closes her bedroom door, like a stern close,
yeah.
and locks it.
Yeah, well, I kind of walk up to the door that's closed. If there's anything else, just, call or text or whatever. You know I'm around. But I'll check you later then.
Just a quick thing. You have about 2 weeks off. Did you just lie to him that you got to get ready for work?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the box exactly?
It's in front of the locked Lucy's the spare room, but it's locked, so it's there in front of that door.
So you get to the box as she's busy in her room. Jock.
Mm.
Is the box closed up properly or like sellotaped or whatever you call
Yeah, it's genial. Like it's like closed, it's folded perfectly, duct tape's put on. Okay, it even has a good label, clear label on it. Like she's very control freaky. Like everything needs to be perfect, kind of deal.
it. Okay. How heavy is the box?
It's mostly some like photos, some old clothes, like some clothes that she had borrowed from her sister, you know, and some art supplies, you know, just some trinkets and stuff of her that she was gonna give them.
Okay, so it's not that heavy. You pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, would he know that this was her room?
Yeah, because whenever he came over, she used to like be in there, you know, whenever he used to come visit for, you know, when she was there.
It's outside her door.
Hmm.
Um, are you gonna try
Wanna
to?
try open
Are you gonna try and see if it's
door?
open? Yeah.
Yeah.
You did lock it, right?
Hmm.
You try the lock. You try the handle.
Mm.
You wait for a bit to just make sure she's not hearing you. She can't hear you. Try and struggle a bit against the door. It's definitely locked. Do you want to peer inside the keyhole?
I can. I'll look through the keyhole, or I could carry the box outside and look through the window.
Do that then, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up the box and just gonna go outside and look through the window while I, you know,
You're gonna have to go around the
I
back because
wave to her plants.
that's the back room. So you're gonna have, because it's a space, you're gonna have to walk around the premises to get there. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Is
Yeah,
your room, your bedroom? I almost said a little.
So
Your
So
bedroom.
imagine this. So this is the lounge. The
Mhm.
kitchen's like here. It's like an open plane, and then there's a one long passageway, and there's a staircase that goes up into like a bigger gaming area. You know, because Lucy, you know, it was like the chill area, and then it's a bathroom, and then the spare room, and then across it at a little diagonal is this big master bedroom with the ensuite bathroom and stuff. But because of my system, when someone goes, there's a like sensors around the house.
Mm.
If someone goes on a certain side, it triggers a light, and I would see that they're walking
Mhm.
around the premises, so I would know if they go there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Um, you wouldn't know about these sensors,
No.
so you go to your car. Where do you put the box? In the front seat, in the boot,
In the boot, yeah.
in the boot. Yeah. Um, and you make your way back, and you're like, okay, cool. You know roughly the layout of the house, and you're pretty sure um she won't see you.
Mm.
What are you doing? Are you just standing in your room, Janelle? What
I'm
are you?
probably like organizing stuff, you know, because like I said, she has major OCD, so she's probably organizing the day. Because even though she's not working, she's working, you know, so she's
Mm,
probably like trying to get her day started. She got really distracted from the message.
mm,
And then when Jock came, she kind of snapped back into life and was like, I gotta do that stuff. So she's probably doing stock, you know,
mm.
getting everything, her bag ready for her trips around town today, you know.
Yeah. Where's the sensors kept? Is it in your room, basically?
So I have like just because of my
Like
job, I
the
have
monitors, yeah.
yeah, I have like on the sides of my dresser, I have like the cameras
Mm,
all and then the lights because it's just I'm normally in my room because that's where I keep my cupboard.
mm.
Just because of what I do, I need to keep the house really secure.
Oh. And it's just a light that goes on, right?
Yeah, it'll just like flash red. It's
Mm.
always green, but if it triggers, it goes red. So it's pretty like a different notice.
Okay, cool. Your phone goes off, but your phone starts ringing, but your phone is not on your person. It's coming from the room that you recently locked. And it keeps on ringing.
Get the key out before I leave the room. Open the room. Check.
You take the key out. You take the key out, and your hand feels numb, number than usual. It's like you shouldn't have taken that much to this morning. This morning was just a slip up. Everything is now. Everything feels numb to you, but this feels weird. This is like sort of like you look at the key and like, am I really touching this key? You know, stuff like those thoughts go through your mind.
Okay, fine.
And you unlock the door. There's your phone. And in your mind's eye, as you scan the room, you see, first thing you see is you thought you caught a glimpse of Lucy. And as you focus, it goes away. And as you reach for your phone, you're like, why the hell did I leave my empty bottle of Castle here? This is not like me. And at that particular moment, Jock just breached around the house. And you see the window, and you see her entering, holding the Castle, smelling it, phone in her hand. Her phone is ringing. You can hear that through the window. I take it you're standing in such a way you can just peek out.
Yeah, kind of like.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. Yeah. Now, your house wouldn't be double. I think it's called double glazed windows that you can't hear anything that's going on inside, or would it?
Yeah, because obviously every security measure we have.
Okay.
Because I can afford it.
Yeah. So
it's empty.
So you see her answer the phone, but what grabs your attention is this room is as if Lucy never left. Yeah, you remember it exactly the last time, like the last time you were in here. There's a few extra paintings there. There's like 1 or 2 extra paintings. One of them is of a particular woman that you've seen her talk to a couple of times. It is slightly covered, but you recognize the woman by her dress sense. You think her name is something like Theo. She called her Theo or something. Yeah. And even the little bit of the portrait that you see, you know what she looks like, and you're like, this is a good likeness. She is pretty damn beautiful. If you were not in this situation, you saw that portrait and you bought it yourself, you would take it home to appreciate its beauty.
Yes.
Phone rings, you answer.
This is Jeannie.
Hi, is this Janelle? Lucy's, well,
if you're gonna make a phone call like this, honey, you gotta be a little less awkward.
Well, I just need to confirm that this is the Janelle that I'm talking to, Lucy's ex-girlfriend, so to speak.
I was not her ex-girlfriend. We were still well in love. And yes, this is she.
Yes, of course. Well, my name is Michael, and I was told to phone you to report, I'd like just to send you the final reports of the, I'm so sorry to say this, of the autopsy. Leia told me to send it to you because she wants to go through it with you to make sure there isn't any there isn't any foul play about. As far as we can tell, there wasn't any foul play, but
you don't know Lucy like I do.
Okay. Yeah, no. Just confirming your address, and he gives you your address.
Yeah.
And he's like,
that's
okay,
correct.
Okay, cool. I'll be there in about 5 minutes to just drop the reports off. I'm in the neighborhood, so I might as well just drop it off. This is Michael, by the way. And
is that all, Michael?
I'm the investigator. Michael. People laugh always. Michael Morgan. Yeah. So I'll drop it off in 5 minutes. Are you at home or should I leave
Yes,
it
I'm
at
home.
someone? Okay, cool.
No, just
Okay.
come on in.
Okay. See you in a few, miss. And he hangs up. You see all this without sound, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Where do you look? What do you do, Janelle?
I'm like holding my phone really tight, and I look at the picture of Theodora that Lucy.
That you haphazardly covered. You don't remember covering that picture. It must have happened like during one of your, you just woke up, sat in the room. Yeah, you just woke up, sat in the room. You're slightly outside yourself. Also,
I went up close to it and I'm kind of just looking at it.
She's obscuring the view of that portrait. Jog.
Like fidgeting with my phone. And I text Leah, like, autopsy's on its way.
What did you text her?
The autopsy report.
Ah.
So I was like, autopsy on the way. And I look around, make sure everything's still clean. And at one of the pencils I accidentally knocked, I like poked it until perfect, like what it was. Again, take one last scan, and I turn and head out.
Now, here's the quick thing. Both of you roll me a D100 as she takes a quick scan around. Whoever rolls the lowest,
Yeah, so I notice him, but I don't do anything. I still walk out.
Yeah.
And I lock the door. And what I'm gonna.
Okay, just a quick thing. Just a quick thing.
Yeah.
As she walks out and she locks the door, you're not sure if she saw you. What are you doing, Jock?
I guess I'm just kind of snooping a bit, kind of just being Snoopy McSnooperson.
Creep.
Yeah, are you gonna go back to the car? Are you gonna walk around
Yeah,
a bit
I'm
more?
gonna, now she's out the room, I kind of want to look into the room properly.
Room. Yeah.
So I'm gonna, see what I can see in there.
What are you specifically looking for? Is there any sort of like painting or sculpture that you're looking for?
I'm just looking.
Yeah.
Just looking because, it was her.
Yeah. There's a memory that flashes into your mind. It's a memory about her painting you. Now, I want you to explain to me, what sort of painting was it? What pose did you take? What clothes did you wear in the painting? I mean, you're well built. You're a man's man,
Average.
Average. Yeah, well, average.
So I'd like to hit the gym every week.
Yeah, no, of course not. You don't need to, Yeah. So what was the memory about her painting you? What do you remember?
Oh, I guess it would, it was from our trip to Durban. When we were all chilling on the beach and I was pretending to be the cool surfer dude. So I was posed there with the surfboard.
So that was it, and you.
Yeah.
Okay, did you wear shorts or a Speedo?
No, shorts.
Shorts. You're a classy man.
Yeah.
You see that picture? Oddly enough, it's faced towards the window, but like so that if you were to walk into the room, you would see like a canvas facing away from the door. That's why you probably thought of this. That's probably the reason. Yeah. And Janelle, close the door. What do you do next?
I go to the kitchen. I look out the window. I still see the end, like through the gaps in the door front gate. I can see Jock's car still.
Yeah.
I put my book on the counter. I do my hips out. She has this like OCD thing where she's like hips back, head up, and she walks, goes through the front door, and she opens the gate, closes it. Oh, not the gate. Trying to think how she can get there. Yeah, she opens the gate, but she turned off the thing so he doesn't hear the beep. Before she left, she turned off the beep. So she goes and she stands again, like she's waiting by the wall for when he comes out or when the autopsy comes,
Yeah.
Either one.
Jock, what do you do after you see this? This is Lucy. This is definitely Lucy. This entire, you're drinking it in, but it's just out of reach. You can look, but you can't touch.
Yes, I kind of just my hand on the glass and turn around and walk back to my car.
And you turn around and walk back to your car. After a few seconds, a white City Golf pulls up to your house. A guy gets out the car. He's blonde. He looks like he could be a drug addict. He's got that heroin chic look going. Right? That whole heroin chic look. His beard is growing in patches. He's skinny as all hell. He's got aviator sunglasses with actual shades on. Right? And the cigarette hanging from his mouth. He goes over to his car, opens the one window, and he's like taking like a stack of papers, folder or something. And he looks around and he takes out his phone and he looks at the house and he sees you. And he looks at his phone. He puts his phone in his pocket. And he walks up and he opens up the gate and good day. Oh, sorry. Goes back, throws a cigarette into the street. Oh yeah, sorry. So Leia told me that she would like to have the autopsy report, but I should deliver it to you. Clearly, we didn't find anything suspicious. And,
clearly. Because that actually means you do your job, right?
Yes. We did notice a bit of scar tissue. Self-harm scar tissue, if you will, on the insides of her legs. I don't know if that's a thing. But it's weird. It was usually when this is the strangest thing. Usually when that happens, it's usually lines. But these are like 3 or 4 rounded circles. You hear self-harm 3 or 4 rounded circles as you come around the corner. And you see this guy dressed in a white shirt, jeans. He looks, like I said, heroin chic, blonde, patchy beard. That's the first thing you notice because your beard is actually quite good when grown. Like, this guy can't grow a beard. And he's saying that. And he's like, good day, sir.
What's it?
So,
But
yeah.
you left already.
I'm leaving now. I need to check something.
Yeah, I know. I just like stare him down. Just give me the work, please.
He hands it to you. Is this man causing any trouble, ma'am?
Wait, I'm gonna work out if I want to do this or not. I'm gonna let the dice decide. His fate.
Oh, God.
You can roll an opposing roll to decide if you're
fine.
No, he's fine. You're not gonna do anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
cool.
not gonna do it. Yeah, he's a friend of the deceased.
Oh well, sir, the autopsy report is here.
No, he does not deserve to see this.
And Leia would. Okay.
No, just no.
Okay. Well, have a good day, ma'am. Sir. He turns around and he walks, and as he walks, he just killed a cigarette. He takes out another one. He lights it up.
Well, next time you decide to creep on my deceased girlfriend's room, has a decency down. And I just walk off.
Yes. I'm just gonna walk back to my car.
How do you feel currently, Jock?
I feel who, me or her?
Jock.
Sorry. Jock. I feel pretty shit. I also want to know what's in that autopsy report. She's being extremely blunt with me, and it's just kind of getting on my nerves.
Okay. You walk up to the car. This guy's busy smoking. He doesn't smoke in his car. Or well, when he smokes in his car randomly. Sometimes he's just like, he's probably taking a break, trying to take as much time as possible before he needs to do his next thing. He's kind of had a busy day. You think he's probably had a busy day or something. That type of thing is like, before we go, I need to have one more smoke.
Yeah.
That whole thing is like, I really don't want to go, but so he stands on the side of his car, smoking, put on his aviator glasses again. And he looks at you while smoking and he's like, close friend?
Yeah, I would say that.
No, I'm sorry to
Pretty
hear.
damn fucking close.
Yeah, so apparently this Leia and Miss Janelle will be looking at it for inconsistencies, but it's weird. They don't have anything to do with the police or investigations or anything. One strange thing, though, that I have to tell you is that someone outside of the family paid for all the funeral costs.
Okay.
Yeah. The family basically got all her life insurance stuff. But it's all in an autopsy report, but it's part of the report and everything. But it's strange.
Do you not have a copy of this report?
At the station, yes. At the station. I don't normally do this.
Listen, she was extremely fucking close to me, my best fucking friend. I just really need to. I want to see it. I feel that it's not fair that Janelle is not sharing this information with me at all. I mean, fuck, I was in her life too,
Yeah. Well, seeing as what do you want to know? What do you want to know? I know most of the report.
What's in that report.
You want to see what's in the report?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything specific? I know most of it.
Not particularly.
I mean, I'm not physically giving you any copies at the moment, so I can get away with a few things.
Was there anything like strange? Because for her just to do that, man, it wasn't her.
There was some self-harm scar tissue on the inside of her thighs. Thighs. Yes, sorry, thighs. But it was made with a round implement.
Like she was stabbing herself?
Not as big as a knife. And he takes a drag and he's like, about
like a needle?
yay big. And he points it to the camera. He points it to you.
Yeah.
About yay big. There's about 3 or 4 holes on each inner thigh. And he's like, throws it away, takes out another one.
I mean, fuck, man. If she was doing something to herself, why didn't Janelle, say something or do something? I mean, jeez. I mean, she would have seen it,
Because they were. Are you staying outside and looking at this, Janelle? As they're talking, or did you move into the house?
Yeah, I'm like standing behind the wall, like listening in as best as I can because the gate's closed.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear any cars go off, so.
Yeah. They were together.
Yeah, you know, regular sisters. Fucking hell.
Long time since I've heard that. Ah. Tell me, did you? Oh no, this is too much. This is too personal. Yeah,
Not.
that's basically the biggest thing. And of course, what's also in the report is that someone else paid for the funeral.
Who?
Someone by the name of Theodora Sinclair. I don't know.
At
It's
all?
something. It's something. It's like her artist friends came together and started selling off art pieces, and they used her gallery to show off the art pieces. And according to the financial statements, she paid for it.
Well, that's fucking weird.
It is. That's fucking weird. But roll me D100 quickly there, Jock.
Yes, that's what's with the high rolls today.
Isn't it funny that if we were doing Vampire the Masquerade right now, we'd be rocking it?
Yeah. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, but after this, and he looks at it longingly, go. Takes a couple of drags. Here's my number, and he gives you a card. If you
Thanks, bud.
if you find something weird, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you know, you can only technically you're only supposed to look at these documents inside of the police station. So if you want to have a gander at them, you know, you could just come over and we can do it.
Yeah.
And,
cool, man.
And if there's anything specific you're looking for, I'll open up the tabs and everything. Yeah, I'll put in little, what are those things called? Stickers. So you can just find your place quickly. So if you take a few minutes.
Steps.
Take a few minutes and you hearing something? Anyway, take a few minutes and just think about it. I'll be in the office. I'll be at the station the whole day tomorrow.
Cheers, man.
I have to go check on a fucking building that exploded.
What?
That caught fire. Exploded. People are saying it caught fire and exploded. I don't know. I'm going. I have to do some final reports on it. Yeah.
Then. Thanks for the info, man.
All right, man.
See you.
See ya. He gets in his car. Offspring is blaring loudly as he opens up his window to not light another cigarette. You hear Offspring. It's probably from their album Ixnay on the Hombre. Bad Habit, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bad Habit. And he speeds off. Funnily enough, he didn't seem that much like he drove perfect. Well, you didn't see that. You hear a car speed off. Janelle. You hear a car speed off. And I wonder if he informed. Let's see if he informed. Nope, not yet. What do you do, Jock?
Well, seeing as Janelle is still fucking pissed at me for some strange reason, I'm gonna drop off this package with Lucy's parents, giving her time to cool down, and then I guess I'll coming back and I'll hear some more.
Okay. You hear a second car drive off. Anything at the specific police report in the specific police report that you're looking for specifically? Autopsy report, police report, whatever the hell they call these things.
Okay, so I go into the house with the paperwork. I go into the master bedroom. I close the door. I lock it. I go into the bathroom. And when I open the door, there's a map on the wall stuck. There's a picture of Theodora picture of Lucy, and like just details, as much details as I could about what happened, and obviously a picture of Leia. I open the report. I
Mm.
have my stationery, like highlighters, post-its,
Yeah.
everything. I'm trying to find the location of where Lucy was found.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so I find it and I put a pin on it where it was. So it was outside the library, right?
Yeah.
So
Outside the
pin
library.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I look for the location of Theodore's art gallery. In the message, did she mention she was meeting Theodora anyway, or just that she was meeting her?
It was just that she was meeting her.
So it wasn't a location. Okay, yeah. So I'm looking for the gallery. I put
She
a pin on
did
the
mention,
gallery.
if you listen to it again, she did mention that she heard Theodora's on campus that night.
Okay.
So she just wants to tell her and make sure that she knows the new address to send everything to and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so I put that the pin, and I take a blue string and I wrap it and connect it to that. And then trying to think what else she'll be doing. Oh, I put a pin for where our apartment is from the dorm. Trying to see why she's going that way, try to work out what in that campus could have been a meeting site, like potentially in the
It's
radius.
outside the library. Now,
So that's what I'm thinking. It might have been a library.
Yeah, it's strange because maybe Theodora visited someone. Theodora visited someone at the library, and she, had to, get some research or something from the library. It's strange. The internet is there, but Theodora prefers the library. It's weird.
So I write library ? I put it over the library. I write dorms because I know there's dorms there too, like all the potentials. So I'm doing that.
The funny thing is, the dorms. Now I don't know if you know the layout of the university. Okay,
Never been.
Let me show you. You should be on that map at the moment. Oh no, wait. Let's move over to that map. In Roll20, I'm still working on a map thing, by the way. Where's the university? Let me just quickly find it. It's... Okay, so here's the funny bit, right? I'm pinging the University of the Free State, right? This is basically this is where most of the dorms are, and the library is like closer to there. So it's quite a distance.
So it's not me.
It's quite a distance, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, but she still puts on the dorms, like maybe she's walking to the dorms, but like why library? So I feel like it is the library. So I pull out a book and I'm Googling on the University of Free State who runs the library, So does it have Zakar's name there or?
During the day they've got two people running the library. One at night and one during the day. The during the day person to speak to is a woman by the name of Suzanne. Suzanne von Lottering. And someone by the name of Zakar. Strangely enough, no surname. At night. He's the nighttime guy. Yeah. Do you want to see if there's anything specific about each of those people, or do you just want their names?
Just for now, their names.
Their names, yes.
And then she's gonna, as painful as it is, she's gonna go to the actual photos of the scene. And she's gonna stick the photo of her hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
On a poster, she's gonna write, how did she get up there? Where was ladder?
Roll me a D100.
Yep.
Please be low.
19.
Mm.
Finally.
So as you're going through your photos looking for that one specific photo, you're looking for the one photo where they got her. You see a couple of other photos of other people. One of them is what you think is Leia talking to a guy in a trench coat. You next to the guy in the trench coat, you see Theodora standing there, shocked. And you see a big burly man looking at looking up towards what you presume to be the hanging body. And on the edge, you see someone busy shimmying up the lamppost. A woman shimmying up the lamppost. At the edge of the photograph. Yeah.
She's pretty.
For those of you who don't know, watch the City of Thorns thing on YouTube and you'll find out what's happening there.
So she takes a red marker, she circles Luna. She circles Theodora.
But she circles Theodora, yeah. She knows who Theodora is.
She takes a green marker, circles the guy in the trench coat, as in who is he, unknown. She takes the blue one, circles Leia, because she knows Leia. And then she takes the green one and circles the girl shimmering up the pole and the burly man standing looking. She doesn't know who they are. She takes it and sticks it up on the board. Okay. And she takes a yellow string, and the yellow string ties the photo to the library, outside the library pin.
Okay.
From there, she looks at Leia's...
Oh.
Sorry, I thought I was saying. She looks at the photos of the scar tissue on the legs. She puts that on a separate side.
The funny thing is, you see those photos, and I mean, you know her intimately, and you never saw those.
Yeah.
You never saw those. You never felt those when, you know. And what you do remember when you're looking at it, what you do remember is that she did sort of like a couple of times almost winced when you were brushing up or doing whatever you do down there. She almost you could almost feel like she was wincing away from it, but she let it happen. Yeah. As if, now that you think of it, it's like, it kind of makes sense, but why would it only show up when she's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was sensitive. She didn't like that area.
For those of you who don't know, vampires might hide all their traces. This is now breaking the fourth wall. But are their traces well hidden after death?
Okay. So I'll put it next to Leia. Leia's photo, because obviously Leia came to. She's trying to tell me like.
What's your knowledge on that? You know that aspect? We figured it out.
I know
the previous
ghosts. I have an idea of ghosts, but let me see if I know anything about Leia and what she's investigating. Like, did she confront me about what she thinks it is, or just that something was up? So I'm gonna roll D100. 84. So I don't know the full aspect.
Leia's being Leia. Leia's being Leia, generally.
Yeah.
If something happens, it's not natural, according to Leia.
Yeah.
Leia's got that, and this counts for both of you, Jock and Janelle. Leia's got that. If something bad happens, it's not natural. There's a freaking supernatural logic behind this. She's been to your apartment, house, Jock, a couple of times to sort out your issue. About your apartment, but you don't really mind it because you're so used to it now. It's like she tries to sort it out and somehow it didn't work, and she said she's going to bring other people in. There was this old lady that called everybody dearie one night at your house, which was weird, and she said she couldn't do anything, but she she's gonna try, and she said something. Maybe it's something to do with the recent cracks. You don't know cracks, dearie, old fucking late. No, you don't. Fucking crazy people that Leia hangs around with. But Leia's the only one that believes you when you tell her about your things.
Okay.
Yeah. She actually gave it a name. She called it like a harmless spirit or something like that. She gave it like some weird Latin name. That's what it was. I mean, you don't care about fucking Latin, but it was a harmless that. Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
So she continues to write. She takes a photo of the scar tissue and sends it to Leia with question marks, like 7 of them, because 7's her number, so 7, and sends it. She kind of just like takes steps back and looks at the whole board, trying to like put it all together.
You get a message back while you're sitting there for 5-6 minutes. You get a message back that says OMW. Yeah. So while you're perusing your artwork, you can call it that, we switch back to camera scene changes to Jock in his car, gets to Lucy's family, the family house. You don't. Everything around you is happy. The sun is shining. Fucking dogs are barking happily everywhere around you.
Birds are tweeting.
Birds are fucking tweeting. But you don't feel happy.
Nah.
And you see this happiness and you're saddened by it. You're, how can the world continue on? Why is this thing happening? And you walk up to the house, you ring the doorbell. I take it you take the box with you.
It's in my arm.
Yeah, I mean, you're reasonably strong and whatever. And ring the doorbell. A woman in her late 40s. I mean, you know for a fact that if you want to know how beautiful a girl is going to turn out when she's older, you look at her mom. And her mom is fucking attractive. Like, really, you could see Lucy in her mom. And for a moment you're taken aback, and as she's like, oh, hi, Jock. What can I help you with?
How's it, Tony? I brought some of Lucy's things. I was just at Janelle, and Janelle said she needed to send this over, so I thought I would just bring it up.
Oh yeah. Janelle, her girlfriend, her ex. Oh yeah. Come in. Do you want coffee? Do you want anything to drink?
A cup of coffee would be great, thank you.
Okay. And she leads you into the house. She points to a desk and to a table and just put it down there. And she goes into the kitchen. You put the stuff down. And she's with her back towards you as you enter the kitchen. Busy making coffee. And she's like, so how's Janelle holding up?
Well, you know her, she's never really liked me. She's kind of giving me the cold shoulder, but I don't think she's doing pretty well. Not at all.
And how are you holding up?
Not good. And I kind of look at it a little bit teary-eyed.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of put my hands in my pockets, look down, kind of Yeah.
Start looking to your feet.
Yeah.
Your yeah. You. She looks at you, and you catch like a glimpse of Lucy's mom, and she turns her back towards you, and the usual clanking of cups and everything stops, and you look up, and you see the back of Lucy's mom as she's just holding onto the counter, and her shoulders are like shaking in that she's trying to hold back the tears.
I'm gonna, walk up to her and put my hand on her shoulder.
She takes your hand. As you stand next to her, you're standing, you're putting your hand on her shoulder like this. And the moment you touch her shoulder, the tears come out, and she turns around, and she just hugs you, and she is crying.
Yeah.
She is crying.
And I just kind of put my arms around her shoulders. I was like, Tony, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tony.
She was such a beautiful girl, and I mean,
Yeah.
I seriously thought you and her, but life had other things, but she was such a beautiful daughter. I'd love to get more of her paintings, but I think she continues on crying, and you hear like she says something about a Theodora.
Yeah.
And she says something, like she mumbles something, and she says boyfriend somewhere through all the crying and everything. She's trying to... You don't know whether or not she's trying to console herself or you. And after a few minutes of this, she pulls back. She's like, let's get the coffee, shall we? And she hands you a cup. And she takes like a sip or two of it. She's like, where's my... After about 2 or 3 minutes of just standing there in silence, she's like, where's my manners? Let's go sit down. And you go sit at the table where you put the box down. Yeah.
So, you said something about Theodora or Theos.
Oh, yeah, Theodora, graciously, according to the story, according to 2 stories, her friends got the money together to pay for everything with the funeral, but we know it's Theodora. Theodora basically sent us 65,000 rand.
Yeah,
and
I've known Lucy a long time, and we thought we were pretty close, but she never mentioned anything to me about Theodora.
Yeah, Theodora was sort of her sponsor with her art.
Okay.
You know the gallery on Levasseur, 69 Plenty? You know that place in Bloem?
Yeah.
Yeah, she owns that place. And apparently, according to her, Theodora was one of 4 artists that she sponsored. And she was just so heartbroken at this, and I don't think she gets out a lot.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth. And she takes another sip of
but
her
these
coffee.
arty people, they're all fucking weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and she laughs as you say fucking. And she's like, it's weird because she's, in her own eccentric way, I guess that's how she shares her loss. It was strange not to see her at the funeral, though. Very strange, but I guess that's her way of not going to the funeral, by giving money, throwing money at stuff. But I'm gonna see if I can get some of Lucy's works from her. She'll probably give it away. I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll probably give it away.
But Janelle also has a couple at her place. She keeps it in a locked room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe you should
I
try.
mean, when Lucy and I were, when I used to go over there with Lucy, she would go paint in that room. But now when I picked up this box, no, that room was closed. So was locked. So I actually, I walked around the house just to see if everything was okay in there. And I saw a couple of paintings in there. Not that I was snooping or anything, but it's Lucy's stuff.
Yeah. Well, I should probably contact Janelle to see if we can't get some of that stuff also back. At least the paintings.
There was a painting in there of what very beautiful woman.
Oh, okay. What did she look like?
She had kind of what, longish blonde hair, very, very, very nice body.
And she laughs. She's like, yeah, when Lucy first started drawing, she when she first started doing her art, and she laughs and she gets this hazy look in her eyes as she remembers like random memories, and she tells you about the one time where Lucy just started drawing. She like drew the bodies all out of proportion, as if those were her training wheels in drawing and in getting things right. And then when that was done, she started focusing on facial features and everything. And when I'm talking bodies out of proportion, I'm talking about fingers twice their length and stuff like that. It was weird. Yeah, and she pats her dog next to her. And she's like, hey there, Luna. And let's go see what's in this box.
Yeah.
Let's I mean, it's Lucy's stuff that was at Janelle, so I guess. Oh yes. I guess we should. The dog's clearly excited to see what's in the box. But let's go.
Good she is.
Yeah, let's open this. And she opens it up. Now again, Minnie or Janelle.
She's there.
I don't think she's there. What would we find in the box?
When you open the box, you find a crisp folded white t-shirt that belonged to her sister that Lucy had borrowed for a neo party that she had kept. It still smelled like Lucy. Under that was a folder nicely packed of a few of Lucy's sketches of the campus, like the buildings, the people, some students, one or two of animals because she liked to go to the zoo to draw them. There was a box of pencils, like her favorite pencils that she had carved her name into really nicely. There was just some post-it she used to write herself to not forget things, like little memorabilias and photos of Lucy. None of the photos involved Janelle, though, because Janelle always felt that Lucy's mom didn't like Janelle and would have preferred Lucy to be with someone else. She never knew why, if it was because she was another woman or because of the work she does or what. Or that she was the opposite to Lucy. Lucy was this free-spirited. Janelle was like this, head straight. Things have to be done a certain way. She also, when Lucy was with Janelle, she wasn't really connected with her family as much as she used to be. So there's multiple reasons. There was her student ID in there. There was some unwrapped presents that Lucy had bought for her mom and sister for Christmas that wasn't sent out yet. And just some other, like, her favorite books and poetries and stuff.
Okay. She gets to the wrapped presents. She's like, what? It's like, Mom, card on the present. She's like, Mom, and she opens it up, Merry Christmas. She's like, oh, Christmas is in about 2 months. She's like, starts all teary-eyed again. And there's another present in there, addressed to what you can only assume is a sister. And her mom like starts to open it. Like, let's wait for Christmas. Let's
Yeah,
wait for
I
Christmas.
think that would have been, yeah.
She takes
definitely.
it out, gets up, puts it into a cupboard, closes the cupboard, and looks through all the stuff. And there's photos and student card of Lucy. And her mom looks at it. And she's like, is there anything you want from this?
Do you mind if I take a student card, honey?
No, you can take even. And she gets teary-eyed again. She's like, you can take some of her other photos as well.
Thank you, I would actually really appreciate that.
And she dries out, like tears begin to form in her eyes, and she's like, yeah, okay, I'll you can pick and choose. Let me go wash these cups. She takes your cup. Your cup isn't, you haven't even finished your coffee yet, but she's taking it and washing it. Yeah. And then she's gone to the kitchen. Are there any other photos you're taking? One photo of her or just a student card?
No, I'll take a few other photos of her. If I can find ones that are just like of her by herself, or just one or two of her and me.
Yeah, like you've been a reasonably long time family friend also. You were somehow at some point where Lucy was, there you would be. You know, that's what people thought. Like, if Lucy's going somewhere, she's there with you. It was only in recent years, about 2-3 years ago, that you sort of grew apart. But everybody still accepted you and her would be there. So there was a photo of you guys at some random formal of the university. There's a photo of both of you. That's probably the last photo of both of you together before she started dating Janelle.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a photo of her at the beach that's at a slightly younger age that probably her father or mother took. That's the two photos that jump out aside from the student card.
Yeah. I get those are the ones that I will be taking with me.
Yeah. And as the mom, she's quite busy cleaning, you get a text message. It's from Lucy. It says, help me. It was sent 2 weeks ago. Roughly 2 weeks ago. Round about the time. And as you're looking at this message, another message comes in. It's exclamation mark. It's exclamation WTF. Did you just get a message? And it's from Leia. And immediately, as you're busy typing, you're invited to a group. And this happens to your phone as well, Janelle. You're invited to a WhatsApp group. And there's like 6, 7 different numbers in there. And it's like everybody's saying the same thing. I just got a message from Lucy. I just got a message from Lucy. What is yours one? What does yours say? What does it say? And every single one responds with the same message. Help me.
The fuck is this?
And it's all sent about a week and a half ago. Just it's on the same day that when she did the thing. You're invited, and shortly after your number invited, you get Janelle's number. You recognize Janelle's, because her contact is also saved in your phone. You see her name pop up as invited to the group. And Leia's like, fuck, we gotta meet up. We gotta meet up. Where can we meet up? Question mark. I know you're shocked.
My house is open. Send.
Bloom? Janelle says her house is open.
Alright.
Next message pops up. Are you sending alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, Janelle, next message that you see is Jock saying alright. You've got his number because Lucy said you had to have his number. You kind of forgot about it right now. And next one straight after that is Leia, see you there in 10.
Alright.
Anyone who can make it, meet up at her place.
Tony, I gotta get going.
Okay, cool. Did you take what you wanted?
Yes, thank you. If there's anything, call me.
Yes, I've got your number. Thank you for the visit, and thank you for the roses, for the flowers yesterday. It was
You're
much
welcome.
appreciated. Yeah, and don't be a stranger now, you hear? I mean, we're still here.
I'll come in and check on you soon.
Okay. You walk out. What do you remember? Wow, I love these flashbacks. What do you remember of this house as you walk out? Memory of you and her. What memory of you and Lucy connects you to this house? On the outside, on your way to the car, obviously. Like
on the outside of the house,
yeah,
or inside the house?
Something that happened outside of the house.
I guess probably the first time I ever saw her. I would have been obviously a lot younger. Riding my bicycle down the road, and you know when you turn really fast in the bike and it kind of falls over.
Yeah.
And I kind of fell over and I scraped the side of my leg open on the road in front of a house, and she came running down to help me.
Okay. Cool. You get into your car. Now that you think about it, the spot that the car is parked on, the spot where you fell. Strange. Maybe you're just seeing, seeing things inside of things.
Yeah.
You're looking for things. You are looking for things. Get in your car. Sun is still shining brightly. It's just after 12. Sun is shining brightly. Dogs are barking happily. Birds are fucking chirping. You know, the world is moving on. And before we go on our break, what is going through Janelle's head at the moment? You just received that message.
It kind of like she starts feeling that loss of control again because of the guilt, seeing that help me, you know, brings back that memory of her asking, so she starts feeling that tingling, like she's losing herself and her stability.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just sitting there, like, doing this, like, counting backwards, trying to find Zen. And then she looks at her cabinet that's always locked. She's, like, trying her best not to go to it because she knows people are going to be there. She knows if she does, it's not going to,
You feel so much more in control if you... every time you look over to that cabinet, you're like, I can be a bit more in control. I can be a bit more in control. I mean, I still have a half-finished castle left. I mean, I know the effects does work a little bit better in my mind. Well, that's what you're thinking. If I just take one more Vicodin and solid off with a castle. I mean, your heart is literally trying to beat outside of your chest right now. You're shaking. Your exercises that you used to do to try and calm you down barely works. What do you do?
She starts walking towards the cabinet.
As you're walking,
she's about to unlock it.
As you're walking towards the cabinet, you hear Lucy's voice. Love you, honey.
And she just, like, she breaks down. She just collapses on the floor and starts, like, crying and the shit out.
And on that note, we are going to take a quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back within 5 to 10 minutes. Take a break now, and we'll continue the other side of the City of Thorns. We could call it the City of Roses, if you will. We'll see you soon. And we are back. Hopefully you had a good break. Just a quick thing, ladies and gentlemen. And if she hadn't pointed it out, I wouldn't have noticed it. Luna went as far as to make a fucking Adam's apple. Holy shit. Welcome back. Welcome to the second part of the City of Roses, or whatever we want to call this. Let's call it City of Roses, because that's our city slogan. And let's continue on. The last thing that happened is Janelle falling to the ground. Anxiety attack. Or something.
Just take some pills.
You're just
See how
taking
many?
You're just taking something randomly? Or is
No,
it still
she's like
Vicodin?
looking. Yeah, probably Vicodin, because it's something that can, like, make you feel numb, but not completely out, like drowsy, but nothing too, if you take it right.
You take well more than you should. It looks like. Yeah, with an 84.
I didn't roll that. That's my last roll.
Oh, is that your last roll? Okay,
yeah,
sorry about
that's my
that.
new one now.
Oh, you take 2 tablets. You throw the rest back in. Take it with a castle. Now, here's the question. Do you want to roll the next roll, or should I?
I'll do it. My fate. Gotta
Roll
blame. As I'm gonna blame you.
Yeah, rather blame yourself. Roll me a d100 there. You take that last swig. Everything in your mind is telling you, why are you mixing this with alcohol? Why? And you feel a touch you felt many a times before on your shoulder. And you hear her voice in your mind. It's alright, baby. It's alright. And your world goes black. Jock, I take it you get into your car and you fucking... As you get into your car, are you driving... Are you hesitantly driving, or...
No, I'm just driving there.
You're just driving there, following the rules, not speeding or
Yeah,
anything?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
Well, depending on how far the house is from.
It's about 10 minutes drive, so...
Well, that's fine.
When
then.
it's Bloemfontein,
drive.
it's 10 minutes drive almost anywhere. With heavy traffic, maybe 12 minutes, but this is like
Okay.
lunchtime. Lunchtime people, what they never... Only the big wigs, those big fuckers in the companies, go out for lunch. So you drive past a couple of wealthy looking cars, but they drive like shitheads, but nothing out of the ordinary. Not as bad as the taxis in Bloemfontein.
Mm.
And you stop in front of her house. And basically like you left it. Doors closed, gates closed. You get out the car.
The gate, walk up to the door.
Mhm. Strange. Usually she would actually yell by now, come in.
Mm.
It's quiet.
Janelle!
You hear nothing coming from inside the house. There's no doorbell. What do you do?
Are there windows next to the door at all?
Yeah, remember the corner is a complete big window. Like the whole corner is a window.
Yeah. And it looks into the kitchen. Kitchen area.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk around, take a look.
Creep.
So, what the cupboard that you're talking about is nowhere near the kitchen, is it?
No, it's in my bathroom, which is connected to the master bedroom, which is
Okay.
behind a locked door that I locked when I went.
Okay.
Fun.
I
So,
see nothing.
Fun. You look to the side, you see the kitchen in the open area there, and there's no one in there.
You can bang on the window. Janelle!
No sound. Nothing.
Carry on walking around, see if I can look into any other windows.
You walk past Lucy's window. Nothing in there. No one. It's undisturbed. Eventually you get to the master bedroom. Now, would those windows be high up or big? Passed out Janelle.
Trying to think. No, they would be like normal windows, nothing like the
So that
the
you can see the
corner by
garden.
the
So
lounge.
that you can see the garden.
Yeah, because obviously it's a master bedroom. We want some privacy.
Yeah. And the window, the drapes are open.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, cool. Roll me a d100 and see. Let's see if you can spot that. There's no one in the bedroom. Are you trying to look for any further details? What you do see, though, is an open cupboard. Yeah. An open cupboard with... What you do... It looks like it's got tablets in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look closer. As that catches your attention, you look around that area a bit more. And are those shoes? A bit closer. Are those shoes attached to feet?
That's as fuck, man. And I'm gonna like bang on the window. Janelle!
Nothing.
Nothing. Can I try to open a window?
Are these windows openable from the outside?
No.
No.
And
Okay.
this is a very
We have a
secure
secure room.
This is a very secure house. This is a very secure house. You know for a fact that you couldn't hear her when she was on the phone when you were outside and you were standing next to the window.
Alright, so I'm gonna run back around to the front door and try to open it. If it don't open, I'm gonna give it a kick.
Okay. You have locked your door, right?
I actually don't know. I didn't say I locked it when I came in, so you can roll to see if I locked. I know I locked my master bedroom.
Yeah.
I don't know if I locked the door.
You open up the door.
Should have tried that the first time.
It's deathly quiet.
I'm not just gonna walk. Just yeah, never mind. I'll make a creep.
It's deathly quiet in the house.
I'm gonna rush to the bedroom where I think I saw her
Feet.
her feet. Yeah.
You rush past the kitchen, past Lucy's door, take a quick glance towards her door, and you go towards the master bedroom door. And you try it. It is locked. And this is, you know them. This is not, hey, this is just a wooden door. This is a door that's got wooden, it looks like a wooden door, but you know for a fact that there's some fucking metal in there and it's got like a deadbolt in the lock. Some hectic shit. These people are they are paranoid. Janelle is paranoid, you think? Yeah. You try the door. Roll me a D100. If this D100 comes up a 1, oof, you slam against it once, twice. No budging. No budging whatsoever. You made it a little bit of budging even. You're like, okay, cool. I'm gaining leeway. You're going to try it again?
Game wants me to die.
Nothing. After a few, what are you doing?
Since the door isn't budging, can I go break a window? Do you have burglar bars on your windows?
No, we just have that really thick window. We can try. I'm sure if like adrenaline's kicking, maybe you could do some damage. If the rolls allow it.
If the double thick windows we have, it won't smash, but it will kind of crack, and then eventually it will crumble.
Yeah, it will eventually crack and then crumble, or just basically fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. So you go around again. Look around for a reasonably sized stone. Roll me a D100. I'll do the math in my head. You fucking look at this window. You pull back. In your mind, you're like, I can do a cricket throw. I'm just gonna fucking throw it. Pull back. About a rock. Yay big, you've got decent grip on it. You took the biggest thing that you can grab with one hand to throw. And you throw it the first time. The entire window cracks from where the rock hit. Like a quick flower blossoming or something. You know that whole... You're pretty sure one more time. And it should either come out or fold in or whatever these windows are made out of. You do it another time, you don't have to roll this time. You've weakened it enough. You throw it, and it shatters on your second throw. You didn't hit it at the same spot, but it shatters, and you could, like, there's some ferns in the backyard, you rip off some of their leaves, take the remaining window and just tear it out. Adrenaline is kicking. But you don't want to cut your hands. Fucking hell.
No.
These hands are made for loving. You know? And you get into the room. What do you do?
I go straight towards her. I try and give her a shake, see she's conscious.
She's breathing.
Mm.
Quick glance to the side. There's
I see the
empty
pills.
castle lager bottle, and yeah, medicine.
Do I see the
holder.
pills?
Medicine holder, yeah.
Man,
What medicine was
I'm
this?
gonna
Vicodin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Vicodin.
put the glass on.
Hmm? Hmm.
So I'm gonna kind of pick her up, lean her over the bath. They have a bath or sink, toilet,
A spa.
a spa. Excuse me,
Yeah.
but the spa. I was gonna lean her over the spa, and I'm gonna stick my fingers on her throat, see if she can throw up.
Let's see if I throw up.
See if you throw up. Both of you roll D100 for me.
Oh, 33.
Hmm. Do you want to throw up?
It's not very Janelle-like, but I guess I have no control of
So
it.
you're gonna throw up. She starts throwing up, but it's sort of a reflex, a gag reflex thing.
Yeah.
She opens up her eyes, but she's not 100% there. And this foamy crap, and what you hope, aside from the random carrot that's always there, the what you see is probably maybe 2 tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah, going out with it. What do you do?
Hey, Janelle, wake up, man.
What are you
I'm
doing?
gonna grab a cloth, put cold water over it, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna stick it on her head. Like, no, not even squeezing it out. It's water straight on the head.
My hair, no.
She says, my hair. She goes again.
I'm gonna move her hair. Listen, chick, what the hell are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing in my body?
The fuck, man? You were lying on the floor. I had to break in. I thought you were gonna die.
You broke in?
Dude, you weren't responding.
I would have been fine.
No. You were out cold.
The amount I took, I would have just been out. Nothing would have happened.
No, I'm not letting you go now, too. Fuck that.
Stop acting like you fucking care.
I
God,
do
Lucy
fucking
is not.
care, man.
Lucy is not here, so you can earn your fucking brownie points anymore. Okay, she's gone.
Look, I'm here. Fucking saved you. Just pull yourself together, okay?
You better go to the
Layla and
kitchen.
them are. They're
Go to the
gonna be here
kitchen.
soon.
Go to the kitchen and get stuff ready. Make sure you use the gray towels. It's spring. It's summertime. Gray is better than blue.
Brush your fucking teeth. And I kind of just let her go and storm out the room.
Unlock the door and then storm out the room.
Yeah, unlock the door.
Just like, wait.
I want
Oh,
in my
you
mind.
unlock this.
I had that like. Fuck it, go out the window.
Can you open the door, please? Thank you. Let's storm out.
You storm out successfully. Get into the kitchen. There's a semi-full waste bin in there. The towels. You've been here enough times that you know this is basically like your third home. Second being Lucy's mother's home and parents' home, and first, obviously, your own home. So you roughly know where everything's kept. What do you prepare? What do you? You've got the towels ready.
I don't know why I fucking need towels, but it's not my fucking house.
Mm.
So I guess I gotta take some glasses out the cupboard as well.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm a dude. What the fuck do I know about this shit?
Are you gonna look into? Are you gonna look at the waste bin?
Yeah.
How much have you drank the last week? And then I'm gonna roll a d100 to explain the next part of the story first. Ooh, you of all the things you kept neat, the one thing you didn't take out for the last, let's say, 4 days, 3 days since the message came through. For the last 3 days, you haven't actually emptied out the waste bin. How much did you drink? You had you mentioned earlier 2 wine bottles.
2 or 3 wine bottles. I probably had it like 6-pack a day. So 6 times 4, 24.
This bin went from this to this bin. It's a big bin. It's a big bin. Do you love takeaway? Or what did you do to feed yourself?
So she normally gets those monthly meals sent.
Mm.
But she loves to cook. But like sometimes, like, you know, with recent things, she got those monthly packs. But normally she cooks herself. Like she likes to do like Thai. So if anything's in the trash, it'll probably be like some like vegetables, like off cuttings, chicken off cuttings, soy packets, you
Bit
know,
of
'cause she likes to age.
Foamolite packaging.
Yeah.
What concerns you, Jock, what concerns you is the fact that there's about a case worth of beer in here. There's about 3 bottles of wine. Some Foamolite packaging. You know, the kind you get as a takeaway when you go to a restaurant and everything. And some offcuts of food. Like, you can surmise by this, she clearly at some point cooked for herself and then started ordering takeaway. But the one thing that concerns you is the amount of alcohol. Now I want Janelle to roll me a d100 to see at what point. Ooh, there is. You're looking around. There's 1 empty tablet holder. One that you missed. That was like you're looking around like, what's this white thing? And you push some of the offcuts off and like, oh, more Vicodin.
Yeah, so let's check out a fucking party here.
It's a case of beer. Now, you don't know how long she's been drinking this, but it's a case of beer and 3 bottles of wine. What do you think? If you take this information and the empty Vicodin bottle, what do you think? Over how long a period of time? What's going through Jock's mind?
Well,
is this 1 day's worth of things? Did this start yesterday?
Considering that it's been 2 weeks. I guess probably about a week and a half or a week.
Okay, so it's not that bad. It's just quite a lot of alcohol still. It's for a man, yeah, you can just go on with this. You know, this is normal. But you know, women, they like their wine. The wine could have been probably drunk. At least 2 of those bottles were probably drunk yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's wine. I mean, fucking hell.
Yeah. Fucking 8 glasses there.
Funnily enough, there's no dishes to be done. This
She
is
has
not
a
like her.
dishwasher, probably.
No, this is not like her at all.
I'm always clean.
There's no dishes to be done. You guess all the dishes that was done was the foamlite packaging
Yeah.
that's in the thing. And
You hear the shower go on, by the way, because she has to start getting ready.
you hear the shower going on during this time. And the next thing you hear is the familiar ding. Someone opening the gate. What's going? Someone opens the gate. Opens. We switch scenes. What's going through your mind, Janelle?
So she's standing in the shower, kind of just like letting it wash the anxiety away. You know, she's doing her.
We get the typical Hollywood action shot where the steam just covers everything, just enough. The silhouette shot, yeah.
Her hair's bunned up though, because she doesn't want to get her hair wet. 'Cause she doesn't have to wash it, so it's like covered up really well.
Mm.
And she hears the ding. Turns off the shower. She didn't like need to wash. She just wanted,
just to get
gets out,
shocked back into reality.
Yeah.
Sort of one of your methods of getting you back. Like you've done this a couple of times before, where you just had to like, sorry guys, I'm going to the loo, and you flush the loo, and
Take
you
a shower.
jump into the shower, shock yourself, and like, okay, cool, I'm good, I'm good, yeah.
So I put a towel on, go to the mirror, start like fixing up my face and my makeup.
I take it you brush your teeth.
Oh yeah. She does the hair. She starts brushing while she walks to a cupboard to get, some clothes out. And what she did was saying she has like a special drawer of clothes that Lucy has bought her for her to relax at home. Like, so she never touches.
Yeah.
And she pulls out a pair of like nice, they look decent, because Lucy knows it, like sweatpants and a loose shirt. Doesn't even put a bra on. She just gets dressed, goes to the bathroom, spits out mouthwash, brushes another time because she's OCD, rinses out, cleans up everything, makes sure everything's clean, locks up her cupboard, leaves the bathroom, locks up the bathroom. I assume Jacques did not notice all my pictures.
No.
He was just caught up in the moment.
Yeah, he was caught up in the moment. Exactly. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So he locked it up. I stop before I go. Start like staring at the master mirror, taking a deep breath.
Before you do that, as you lock everything up, you almost trip on something. You look down. In his anger to leave, he did not take the 2 bottles with him. The Castle lager bottle and the Vicodin bottle. And you look down, and as you see these 2 bottles lying at your feet, in your mind you hear Lucy's voice. So disappointed. Come, let's get you cleaned up. Let's get this cleaned up.
So I pick up all the bottles. I get a bag. I see the window.
It's breezy in here all of a sudden.
Like, she didn't even notice it until like she drops everything, like turns around, goes into their cupboard. She has like a little cleaning section for the room, grabs like the brush and shut up, starts like sweeping up everything, pours it in, goes out the master bedroom, goes across to the study, because the study's next to the spare room, right across from the master. Opens
you hear
the drawer.
voices in the kitchen as you're doing this, but you're on the cleaning mission.
Yeah, I grab the duct tape and the like this, I forgot what it's called. It's like a thick plastic, like hard, that they use for glass, like crafts and stuff. I go and I duct tape the window, just to cover it for now. I take a little post-nip and I write, call David.
DG Autoglass, yeah.
Well, yeah, David PG autograph. And I stick it on the window, like really like perfectly aligned. I put everything back in its drawer neatly. I scan the room, make sure everything's put perfectly. Pick up the trash again, and then I realize I can't take it through to the bathroom. I mean to the kitchen, because then everyone's gonna see it. So I just close it up and I put it in the bedroom. Then it's smaller, but it just fits. It's all sticking out, and
Yeah.
then I double check everything's locked. Lock the master bedroom.
Just a quick thing. The bin liner is also a plastic bag, right? For the bedroom bin. For the bedroom bin, yeah. So it's basically a plastic bag inside of the plastic bag. That's the liner for. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
In case it leaks, you don't want it to leak.
It says Pick and Pay. In case it leaks, yes, of course.
Pick and Pay. It says Woolworths. Okay.
It says Woolworths. You're wealthy. You're getting God's apples now. Wow. You're eating apples from the Garden of Eden.
So, make sure everything's clean. I lock the bedroom. And while I'm walking down the passageway, taking my... As soon as I pass Lucy's door, my hand brushes to the knob just to make sure it's locked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stop.
Your hand is still a little bit numb. You start to realize that this is the Vicodin that's giving you these side effects. You've been here before a couple of times. And, but you have it under control, right? You have it under control. Yes. Just like your house, you've got it under control.
And I walk into the kitchen.
Okay, and as she approaches the kitchen, we flash back. You hear a knock shortly after the ding. And you hear a female voice that you've met a couple of times. She's familiar enough. She's like, guys, the door's open. I'm gonna come in. Hello?
You're in the kitchen.
Oh, Yaku?
No, Jock.
Oh, Jock, sorry. And as she enters the kitchen, this girl, she's about, what's a decent size? 4'6", 5 feet, 4 foot.
So tall.
For a girl? Oh, higher. I don't know. In feet. Average girl length.
5'2".
5'2".
Yeah, I'm 5'6", 5'7".
Okay, 5
You're so tall.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go 5'4". Let's go 5'4". Long black hair. Straight black hair. Reaching her waist. I'm gonna give her a description that everybody would see, but some of the things a man wouldn't pick up on, okay? She's wearing jeans slightly bigger than what would fit her. Still, it looks... If you were to see her in the street as a man, you'd be like, damn, that fits snugly, you know? But as a woman, it's like, ooh, that's a size too big. Or that's like just a little bit bigger than it should be. She's wearing a white tank top with, in the middle of summer, she's got this brown leather jacket. But that's not what catches your eyes. What catches your eyes, her eye. The bluest blue anyone has ever seen. It's like those soul-piercing blue eyes. And she's like, oh, sorry, Jock. Wow, you came here quick. I thought I was the closest.
No, I was 10 minutes away.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I was busy. I was busy answering some questions with this police guy. Don't worry about it. So yeah, did you get a message?
Yeah, I got a message. It was fucking weird.
Fucking hell. And apparently everybody got a message that was in her circle. even Zander got a message, and he wasn't even in Bloemfontein at that stage. What the hell's going on? And whoa, what's that smell?
What smell?
It smells like rotten
Oh, that's just the bin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I've got a couple of theories about this, but first, where's Janelle?
She went to go have a shower, so she'll be
Yeah.
out now.
How's she
You know
handling?
what
How's
she's
she
like.
handling everything?
Yeah, she's not handling it well though.
Oh, really?
No, she's drinking like Langfield.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We gotta keep an eye on her. We gotta make sure. I mean, she's taking it probably the worst out of all of us. I mean, they were so close and everything. Aside from her family, of course, but yeah, no, this is. Oh God, you know what? I'm gonna. So the time that you walk past the kitchen, or the time that you hear the voices, you hear Leia's voice saying, "Oh God, I'm gonna take this out." And she says, "Oh God, I'm gonna take this out," and she takes the bin. Roll me a D100 there, Jog. Okay. Now, you know that bag is heavy with the amount of bottles in it. And this is what you notice. She closes it up and she pulls it out. But for an instant, you could swear that she pulled it out too quickly and then realized where she was, her body posture, and then she started struggling with it. It's like, come on.
You need some help there.
Yeah, please. Just get this thing out. Let's take it out together. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. Roll another D100. Oh, no, she's lying.
Yeah.
It's so heavy. That's what
Okay.
she says. It's so heavy. You hear, it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Would you mind just taking it out?
Sure.
I'll walk with you. She's like, so what do as you're walking outside to the corner or to the just outside the gate, there's a big bin where they drop everything off. So what do you think we should we've got so many questions. First of all, this help me shit. But I think the more pressing thing, because this help me, we can't do anything about the help me, but this Janelle thing, what how do we go about this? How do we confront her? Do we I mean, I'm more used to taking things that's outside of this realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you call him again? The guy that lives in your house that jumps on your bed and everything. What's his name again?
Marianne, man, it's a woman.
It's a woman. Yeah, Marianne. Yeah. You know, I take care of that thing. I'm not good with humans. I'm a human. I know, but I'm not good with human-like stuff with man. Do we confront her? Do we tie her to a bed and tell her not to take it anymore? What do we do?
We can't just fucking tie her up, you know what I mean? I mean, we gotta be straightforward with her.
So we gotta
I understand she's going through a hard time, but fuck, so are we.
So we talk to her about it.
Of course we talk to her about it.
Okay.
She might not like it, but fucking hell, you know?
Yeah, but how do we do we start off with other things first? Do we do the openers? I mean, what do we...
Look, we need to sort out what the fuck these text messages are.
First.
Why she sent them. I mean, for me right now, my priority is Lucy.
Of course. And you put the bag down. And you walk back in. You're in the kitchen, Janelle. And no one's there.
While no one's there, I
yet.
grab some air freshener stuff and I put that that releases smell every
Oh, the Ambipure stuff. The Ambipure. Yeah.
Lavender, and I start and I turn them all on in the house. And I go to the fridge in my sweatpants, baggy shirt, something that no one's, unlike only Lucy's ever seen me, and grab a bottle of orange juice and grab like one of the glasses, put it down, and like start pouring it. Pouring a big glass of orange juice.
Big glass of orange juice. Close the orange juice back. Put it back in the fridge. As you close the fridge, you're like, just a fleeting thought, like, there's some vodka in the cupboard above. No vodka. Maybe? No vodka. No vodka. Your throat is still a little bit sore. Your throat is
I don't think orange juice is the best thing then, but oh well. The pain.
Well, you've poured yourself some orange juice. I mean, there's some cranberry juice in there and some Sprite and whatever, but yeah. And after a while, as you're taking your first or second sip, both of you walk in, Jock and Leia. Now you've seen Leia. Listen, if you met Leia before you met Lucy, right? You would have been
all
over that like a fat kid and cookies. Can I say that? Is that insensitive to say?
You can just say mini with tacos. That's
mini with
the same
tacos.
thing.
You'd be all over that like mini with tacos. Yeah, basically. She's beautiful. Her jean is a bit loose fitting though, which is weird because she's got such a nice figure. She's like, "Hey, hi, how are you? What are you drinking?"
Orange juice.
And she looks over at Jock. And she looks back.
I got a pair of jeans that might fit you a little bit if you were interested.
No, I no. Oh no, this is I like freedom of movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want something to drink? We have orange juice, cranberry. I'll open the fridge, and like it's like all juices and like and I pull out like this bottle of kale. I don't particularly like kale, but it was Lucy's favorite. Yes. And I put it down.
I'm gonna go up to a cupboard, start opening them. Like, listen, do you have any Lays?
Yeah, we keep it in the pantry. And I point to the cupboard. There's like chocolate covered pretzels, some Lays, like the cheap snacks that we have.
Yeah.
I'm a little OCD, but I'm not that pretentious.
Yeah, no, the expensive snack she keeps in her bedroom. Because only she can, And you make your way over to the pantry and you find a big bowl, open up 2 packets of Lay's. What 2 flavors are you pouring into this one bowl?
Lightly salted. Is the one. The other one is salty pepper.
Are both of them Lay's, or is one like Lay's and Doritos?
I want them both to be Lay's.
Want both of them to be Lay's. Okay, so you don't want to piss off the OCD woman too much.
She's scary.
Oh yeah, I'll take She looks at the kale. I'll take cranberry juice.
Okay. And then Janelle grabs the kale and just throws it straight in the trash can.
Yeah.
And then turns to the fridge, grabs a cranberry, grabs a glass, pours it. She makes sure like the brim is clean, before she starts pouring.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah, so how's the juice? She takes a sip of her cranberry juice. Good. She looks at you.
Yeah.
Roll me a D100.
Orange juice.
Janelle, roll me a D100.
Yeah.
Yeah, the juice is. She's asking if the juice is good.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, I won't mind, just to taste. I mean, I'm always looking for new brands of orange juice. What brand is this? And she takes a sip.
I buy the oranges from the local farmer and we press it ourselves. This is the bottle that Lucy last did.
Oh, okay. Wow, no, this is clearly. Maybe I should start buying some oranges. Okay, okay, cool. So, I hear both of you got the message, the text message.
Yeah.
You didn't get the text message, by the way, Janelle. You only got the
message.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kept quiet. I was like...
Do you look towards someone? What do you do when she says, like, did you both get the text message? Okay, so you got the text
I
message.
just look. I keep my she's really good at hiding stuff, so she literally just looks where she was looking the whole time. Like she doesn't even flinch or show. Like, wait, what message?
Would you be able to see Leia's face? The point
Kind
of
of.
where
She's
you're looking.
So I'm like here, sitting down. She's like in front of me on the corner of the counter, so like I could probably see it.
She and where are you standing roughly? You're standing with a bowl of chips in your hand.
Chances.
And she's like, "Ah, damn it, men!" And she walks around you. And do you look at her while she's walking around you? And she mentions something about, give me some of that chips, those chips.
I just keep my look straight.
She walks up to you. As she's behind her, when she's behind Janelle's back, she goes like this: men and their chips. Ah, damn it. Men and their manners. Come, put the bowl down here and let's talk. Let's talk about this message.
Put the bowl on the table, come and move my chair, I'll kind of, you know, slide it on the floor. Sit down.
And she's like, yeah, I wonder what was that. And she's like, yeah, so apparently we've been having some network issues on the phones, which have resulted in some delays of messages being sent and people not being able to connect to each other and everything. The moment after I started that group, I messaged her mother, Lucy's mother, and I was like, did anything happen to the phone? And Lucy's mother is like, no, she switched it on 2 or 3 days ago. And yeah, so we all got it. If only the networks were working.
It's always fucking South Sea, man, I swear.
What do you think of all this? Oh, did he bring the reports? The things? Janelle?
She's like so zoned out. Yeah, she's like deep in thought.
Few minutes pass if you're not going to say anything.
So
Yeah,
like,
she's like oblivious to what's happening. She kind of zoned out completely.
who else spoke to her, like, for that? Why would it be? Why we all get the same thing? What did she need help from?
And then as she heard that, she lifted her head and looked. What?
The message, it said, help me.
I don't know. Gonna get something to eat. She walks towards the pantry, like pulls up her sweatpants, they're a little droopy. Leans down, grabs a bag of like chocolate-covered pretzels, and goes and sits down at the table in front of the pantry and just opens it.
You notice, Jock, Leia looking intently at almost every move Janelle makes. As if expecting her to do something. As if expecting her to try. You know, she's like, suspicion. Every single move. Now, you know what it's about. She's just being, You sit down, you eat your chocolate-covered, what, Pringles? What? Lay's?
Pretzels.
Pretzels, yeah. Well, the networks went out, so that's a thing. But it's so strange that, this happened. And there's another thing that I kind of didn't want to mention until I actually fully explored it.
What?
How badly have you guys been missing her? I've been hearing voices and having lots and lots of flashbacks the whole fucking time. And here's the strange thing, those flashbacks aren't mine. You know, I remember stuff that I didn't do with her.
What, you mean you seen what everyone else did with her? Or
I remember
other people's memories?
I've got this. I remember me driving on a bicycle and make a very sharp turn and falling in front of her house.
What
And she
the
came
fucking?
out
I
to-
did. That was mine.
Sorry. You made me for a character there.
Okay, so the zoo thing.
Okay, can we just
I remember
not
us
talk about
visiting the
this?
zoo.
Can we just not? Okay, it's clear we all miss her. You're probably just having these thoughts.
Time out. The dog needs attention. That's so fucking cute. You're not my master. My master has a clean face.
I need to clean your face for you. Look at your face, mommy.
Oh, that's so fucking cute. And I love it. He's like, yoink. He's like, his head was like, yoink. Yoink. Anyway,
You're probably just thinking about stories we told you from the past, okay? We don't need to go down these things right now. Okay, we're here to discuss what happened. I don't want to have to go down memory lane with you guys. And I get up, I'm gonna go get the files. And then she went to like the study to go get the files. I mean to the bathroom, like master room.
She's not taking anything currently, is she?
Listen,
She leans over to
I
you,
had
like,
to break a fucking window. She was lying on the fucking floor.
what? How the
She
hell
was
does that?
lying.
How the hell does what?
She was lying on the floor. She was not responsive. I had to break the fucking window to get in and get her up. Make sure that she was out of the system. But fuck, I don't know what else she has.
Oh god, okay, cool. Wait, we've got a few seconds. I'm gonna open up these cupboards and check what the fuck she's hiding in here. And she starts
I
opening
don't think
up
she'd
the
hide him in the
cupboards.
fucking kitchen, but okay.
She opens up the cupboards. What alcohol do you have in the kitchen?
So she has an offset. She has an offset bar, and then in the bar, like there's like some wines, no reds, all white wines. Some bottles of like rum, because she likes rum, and then Lucy likes rum, and then she likes vodka and passion fruit cordial. So those are there. And then there's a small mini fridge under the bar, and then there's like some beers there, Castle light beers, some flying fish, citrus, because she knows like Lucy likes those citrusy things. And everything's clean, you know, it's not even, and then there's always a jug of water with ice, you know, for the mixers, and some like sodas and stuff in the fridge as well.
So
That's like
how
where all
much
the alcohol's
how much
kept.
of the rum have you drunk in the last week?
That rum has not been touched.
That rum has not been touched. How full was the bottles?
No.
Are they full? Are
They look like they're open, but they look like there's only been one drink from each, basically.
Okay, basically, yeah. So she's a conscientious drinker. Okay, like, okay, she looks at it and she's like, okay, wow, we need to. She's locking your door, and she drinks her cranberry juice. It's like, yeah, and she audibly says this. Both of you can hear this. Well, obviously, but Janelle, you can hear this as well. So, yeah, got this text message and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. You know, I mean, it's weird at the library, and as she says library, you walk in. It's weird that it happened at the library. Oh.
She starts like she starts pulling them all out, putting them in like neat piles. Like, so she has the autopsy pile, the interviews.
Yeah.
And you can see like writing on them, post snips on all of them, you know, all neatly done, and all like, and then like locations, in like investigative people when they write their notes and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Did you?
But
put
some
the,
things are missing.
Did you?
Some things
Some
are missing.
photos are missing. Some photos are missing.
Because they're the ones on the wall.
Yeah.
The stuff that's on the wall are still there. I didn't take that stuff down.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a
There you
random
go.
D100 for no reason at all. Okay, cool.
Here we go.
So what? To what parts do you take their attention? What photos do you take their attention specifically? What do you point to? What do you?
Okay, well, I just do this. That's the autopsy. It mentions scar tissue on her legs, which I've never seen before. I don't tell them about her whimpering, like, sensitivity to that area, though. These are the interviews. The investigator claims there was 4 people. So wait. 5 people standing outside the library that night. He interviewed. I took a pause before I said the name. Theodora. And I pushed it aside. He thinks it was a protest suicide. Yeah.
Protest suicide for what?
I don't know. It says here the location of where it was, since it wasn't private. It was kind of a statement. The cunt says because she's an artist, she was trying to do an artistic statement. I don't know.
Listen,
though.
you said that there was this Theodora chickie there?
Yeah.
When I was at her mom's earlier, dropping off that box for you, she said that Theodora was like her patron of sorts, or artistic patron.
She helped sponsor Lucy's projects.
Yeah, she paid for the funeral. She gave the family a shitload of fucking cash.
Sounds
And now
very
that you think
guilty
of it,
to me.
Theodora wasn't at the funeral.
She wasn't even there.
No, I would have remembered her.
Of course you would have. She turns it around and goes and grabs more orange juice from the fridge.
Leia leans over, puts her arms on the counter, her elbows on the counter, and she's deep in thought. And every time, you guys notice it while you were talking, every time you mentioned the name Theodora, well, the first time you mentioned the name Theodora, her eyes like quickly shot open and then like almost as if in recognition. She's like sitting there going, Theodora.
I've only met Theodora once, and that was when Lucy introduced us at one of her art shows. But I have a feeling Leia has also met her.
The scar tissue. I've been only informed that it was scar tissue. Where was the self-harm? Well, they said self-harm scar tissue. Where was the where was it located? And this is gonna sound fucking strange. What was the shape? Was it lines? Was it? What was it? I mean, you would know. Was it lines? But you didn't see it.
It was in her inner thighs. It was holes, kind of like
heroin dots, like injections.
No, thicker, kind of like
She goes
That's gonna
pale.
sound weird.
She goes pale.
It kind of sounds weird, but I got bit by a dog when I was a kid. It was kind of like that.
She goes pale. She even looks prettier now. With a paler complexion. She's like, fucking vampires. And she sits back. She's like, vampires, I'm telling you. Did you see those markings when you were intimate with her? Did you see that?
No, I told you she did not have them when we were together. got together like the night before. That morning too. Trust me, I would have noticed those. I'm down there a lot.
How do you feel, Jock?
I know, that's
Upon
what
hearing
she's trying to do.
Mhm.
Jealous to the max and angry and just be like, bitch.
And I know,
I've traced
I know
every
Theodora.
inch of that girl's body. She's never had any marks like that before.
What the fuck you say was a fucking vampire? I mean, what? This
I mean-
isn't fucking Twilight.
Listen, Marianne, huh? Marianne?
Marianne's not a vampire.
No, but she's a ghost. Doesn't
She's a fucking spook. Yeah, but it's
but if that exists, doesn't it allow for the existence of these vampires?
ah, come on, bro.
Think about it. Think about it. Okay. Let's think about this. Fucking sort of rationally, okay?
I think Rational went out that window that Jack broke. Like, the moment
I'll
he started talking
pay.
about
Okay,
vampire.
let me
Through the
ask you this.
window.
Let me
Good luck with that, hun. You can't afford that shit.
let me
Fucking bet. Have you seen my car? It's a fucking BMW.
Yeah, I have.
It's an i3.
let me ask you this question. You've met Theodora a couple of times, yes? Both
Yeah.
of you.
I
Jock?
have, because of galleries and stuff with
Yeah.
Lucy.
So
No, I
have you?
haven't met her.
You haven't met her. Okay, cool. Have you seen her at all during the daytime, or was it always at nighttime?
Well,
When the sun
yeah, it
has
was
set.
at night, because that's when the gallery shows are, at night. They don't
Okay.
tend to do gallery shows during the day, because it messes with the ambiance.
And okay. And did oh, I can't fucking believe this. I can't believe I'm saying this. Was there any other times you suspected she was going to see Theodora outside of these gallery openings? And at what times were these during the day?
It's never during the day. It's
Never
always at
during
night.
the day.
Yeah, but that's because she's busy during the day. She's doing her art, and then at night she has her schedule free.
Okay, that's a reasonable conclusion. I can tell you one thing though. I think she's a fucking vampire. Blank body. Fucking vampire. Telling you. I gotta fucking go check this out. You know what? Let's go to.
Wait.
No. You know what happened? You know what happened? She used her powers on Lucy. Yes, she used her powers on Lucy, and Lucy couldn't handle it, and this is what happened. Yeah.
This is getting a little bit far-fetched, I think. I think there's something a little more serious here, and you're pointing at fucking mythical fucking creep.
I blame Theo. I thought it was Theodora from the beginning. Lucy went to go see her. She was fine. She was happy. We just agreed to move in together. We were about to start the next chapter of our lives, and then I get a phone call. I've been investigating Theodora, but nothing ever showed up as vampire. Maybe she's just some elusive, mind-manipulating whore of a teacher, art critic who just preys on young students by throwing money at them. With a weird sense of sexual escapades.
That's a pretty fucking big accusation, though.
Okay, is there anyone else that you've not seen during the day that only shows up at night, aside from Theodora?
I don't know. Most of the people I meet is normally at night.
Okay, you know what? I've got a contact.
Who?
Zakar.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He's one of the good ones.
Wait,
Huh?
Zakar, the guy that runs the library, the same library that stood my girlfriend's dead body.
Yeah, he's
Is
one of
a
the good
good
ones.
one.
Yeah, he's one of the good ones.
I'm
One of
gonna
them.
show you something.
Well, I'm not one of them. Not vampires.
Listen. If
Listen. Okay. After she showed us the something, we should go to Theodora's place and see if Theodora's there. If she
Okay.
isn't, that'll
and
probably
what,
prove my
confront
point.
her?
If she isn't, then it'll prove my point. No, we're just gonna find out if she's there. And if she isn't, it'll prove my point that she's a fucking vampire.
Because that's so logical. And like Janelle starts walking towards the bedroom.
Do you want us
It's
to
just
follow?
Yeah, she said she like
Ah.
motioned him.
Okay.
When she walks past Lucy's door, she does the same thing where she lets her hand touch the handle, you know.
Yeah, you see her touch the handle.
She unlocks the master bedroom,
Mm.
opens it up, walks in. She stops by the bathroom door because it's closed.
Mm.
This is my coping method. It's been the only way I've been trying to make sense of what happened. I know Lucy. Lucy was me, like the other part of me. I know her to a T. She did not do this on her own accord. And as she said accord, Janelle opens the door, and you see the bathroom. You see poster boards, strings, like interviews, like everything plastered on the wall.
You all hear the following. Hey, honey. I can't wait to start this next chapter in our life with you. I mean, Theodora's here at the university. We can, I just need her to send some of the stuff to my place, and then we can start our wonderful life together. It's the message. You hear Lucy's voice saying this.
The fuck?
And the camera fades out. We have reached the end of this non-vampire episode. We're gonna quickly do an after show right now, live, again, because this is not part of the big story. Okay, you can get out of makeup now.
My face is so fucking itchy.
Thank you,
Oh
everybody,
my
for watching. We're gonna do the after show now. Holy balls. Wow. I'm scratching for
And
you.
this is the moment chat realized Jacquees is a girl.
I'm a woman.
There we go. Now you don't need to speak in a deep voice again, eh? Wow. I didn't think that would turn out that way. I was worried for a bit.
Why?
Because you guys are like, fuck you, I'm leaving, get out of my house. I'm like, shit, I need to bring them back together again. So what do you guys think?
I still think you're a creep.
I think you're a bitch.
I'm not a bitch. I just lost the love of my life.
So did I, okay?
Oh, is that an admittance? I hear. You creep.
I had
God.
I had a lot of fun trying this thing out, figuring shit out and everything. Just a quick thing. The only thing that I've planned was the intro bit. Burial, house. That was it.
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you for challenging me to do this. I had a lot of fun with this one. I know it's not Vampire the Masquerade, technically. But it's a different
No
side.
one died. That's
No
the
one
first
died.
time.
Yes.
No one died, yeah. Yeah, that's the brilliant, that's the good part of this story.
Did you notice something though? The guys aren't here.
And no one
That's why
died.
no one died.
Then again, this is a different story, so I mean,
Yeah.
different
we're
story,
blaming the
no
guys.
guys, you
Oh,
know.
you gotta blame them, yeah.
Yeah, let's blame them. Yeah, let's blame them. Just a quick thing: Cobra Kai can't make it anymore. For those in chat wondering, so we're down one vampire, but it's okay. We can still work with 4 vampires. It's sad, but real life got in the way, and he has to do stuff to get himself going. So it's understandable. And tonight, as I said, second class elitists motherboard is on the fritz, and so we have this story sort of planned in the background. Like, if one of them can't make it, we'll continue the story. Yeah. So, what do you guys think happened with the whole message thing there at the end?
I don't know. Why I don't understand why she would say help me. I mean, I know what happened between Theodora and her, but if she was so distraught, why would she reach out?
The
To
answer.
everyone.
If she was so desperate,
What did Theo compel her? I can't remember the sentence she used to compel Lucy with.
I can't remember either.
Like, I keep thinking maybe there was a loophole that fucked up Lucy, was the way she compelled her. That's what I've been thinking.
Okay, so I can break that part of the story. Lucy was actually in love with Theodora.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way Theodora treated her that night, Theodora didn't treat her badly, but it just got her to the realization that she'll never be with Theodora. And she felt guilty about feeling this way about Theodora while in a happy relationship.
Yeah.
And the simple fact that she couldn't be with her. I mean, Theodora is a beautiful being. She is artistic. She is art itself.
Yeah.
And she's
Everything to
wealthy,
know
which is
is
strange, but yeah, you know. And yeah, I think Lucy just couldn't handle everything anymore. She was preparing to start a new life. She probably tried to tell Theodora that she doesn't want to be there anymore, but she still wanted to be there for Theodora. For that feeling. You know? And but I can tell you the answer to what's happening here. It's in the past episodes.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's the episode directly, if I remember my episodes correctly, it's the episode directly after Emery's death.
No, I don't remember.
It was the episode that started off with the intro of what happened with Emery.
Ah, with the
But
rose.
But it had a different twist on it.
I
You
wasn't there
remember
for that episode. I went into deep into lower southeastern Cape. So
No, you were,
I
but you were, you.
I was
hit-
in the episode, but
you was
I
in the-
wasn't
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
But that piece of intro basically explains what is happening here, where everything happens, but ever so slightly different.
Raise your hand if you're going back onto the YouTube to watch previous episodes.
But I had a lot of fun with this. This was an experimental thing.
This is such improv. It was pretty cool.
I had a
Yeah.
lot of fun. I had a great time playing a dude.
Okay, Tony.
Listen here, chick.
Yeah, I just want to point out Janelle really just wants to rip you a new one so badly. Like every time I see you, I kind of just want this urge to just maybe just snap out at you or make you feel
One of
better.
those people where you just want to punch in the face.
It's not that I don't want to physically hurt you, but it's kind of like you having around her. Like, I know it's so weird to say. It's like once you get into a character, you literally think what they're feeling, and I just feel if that was me, and knowing what I know and feel the way I feel about you, I like really want to rip you a new one.
I mean, it's a constant reminder of Lucy.
Exactly, and you constant, and I'm trying my best to like take a different direction on how I'm trying to cope with it, and there you are, keep bringing me back to what I should be feeling when I'm trying not to feel and trying to take this in a logical sense, because I know as soon as I feel, I'm gonna lose control of myself. Me handling it the way I'm doing it with the investigation, it's me taking control of what happened, and you're fucking it up.
Wow.
The interesting thing about this entire, and I don't know, I felt it was that way. Correct me if I'm wrong. But everything in Janelle's house was perfect. Sort of like a shell to hide the ugliness underneath. You know, the random meds here and there, the drinking, Janelle being always impeccably dressed. Aside for the yoga pants today, but that's still impeccably dressed. It felt like that to me.
Yoga pants, probably.
It felt like that to me, like she's showing this facade to show she's in control. It feels like a facade. I don't know.
She's losing it. She's trying so hard to keep above ground. She's never lost. Like, she's always been, you know, this is how it's going to be. This is the plan, you know. Like, she had Lucy in her life plan because they've been together for years, you know. She had it set out. Like, she had the zoo idea way before, like, it even happened, kind of deal. Like, she always, and this kind of just, like, threw her off completely. And it's like the rest of her future, like, her plan, her schedule is just, it's in disarray. It's, like, not there. It's, like, derailing her. And she's trying her best to try and stop it before it gets too far. And she's struggling with it. She's never had to do it before. She's never had to cope with anything like this before.
But yeah, that was a fuck ton of fun. It was interesting to say the least.
Loved it. I was gonna be in so much trouble. Oh my god.
Damn, Theo's just been screwing left, right, and center, hasn't she?
So first of all, there was a character that was in episode 1 or 2.
Which character?
The undercover, the cop.
Oh, I forgot his name.
Is Michael.
Oh, you're talking about the one that
John spoke to.
Andrews, yeah, the ball.
That John spoke to, yeah. He's the undercover cop that knows more than what he lets on. Yeah. Yeah. I love how this is tying in.
I was gonna ask, didn't this all happen before Emery's death?
Yeah.
When you first described Leia walking in, I thought you were doing Emery. I was like, oh shit, because I realized Emery's still technically alive because this is back.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a little bit before Emery's death. Yeah.
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 So I was wondering if I was gonna interact with Emery.
She's in the group. She just didn't respond.
Bitch.
Hey, she's busy. But, well, she's in the group. She didn't respond because, reasons. Let's leave it at that. I'm not gonna give anything away. But, yeah, it was fucking. I liked it. I liked tonight. It's like a little breather, you know. Maybe we should dedicate. Maybe we should dedicate like an episode, just one episode where Nolene is also here.
Yes, yes, Nolene.
I wonder if Nolene will dress up too.
I hope so.
You weren't here that time. Second class actually put on lipstick. Yeah.
He needs to get a wig now, though.
Yeah. But yeah, wow, thank you all. It's great to be back, even though it wasn't official City of Thorns Vampire the Masquerade playthrough. But it was great to be back. It was. We had to. I want to get this content out there as quickly as possible, and this was a part of it. Now the YouTube video will be up on Tuesday at the latest, which means tomorrow I'm gonna edit everything. Yay for edits. And yeah, with these episodes we're gonna have with these specific episodes, the after show will happen during the episode, during the thing. And here's the question: is Lucy really dead?
You can't call her a vampire.
Do you believe? Does Janelle and Jock actually believe this crap about vampires or whatever the hell Leia called them?
Honestly, Janelle at this point will believe anything to make sense of why Lucy would take herself away from the life she had planned with her. That's why she's fixating on blaming Theo, because she blames herself too, but she's trying to avoid that, and she's trying to work out why she thought they were happy. So yeah, she'll probably jump on board. That's why she showed them the crazy thing going in her bathroom right now.
How did you find?
What about Jock?
How did you find Jock? Playing Jock.
How did I feel about it?
Both of you, yeah.
I think we know how I feel about him.
How was it playing an asshole?
Difficult.
She wasn't. I feel like you weren't
You
really
weren't
an
so
asshole.
much an asshole, but
No, but I have the whole thing my character's pretty this male.
But it's hard. I know, but it's really hard to do that.
It's hard to do this now as well because there's a death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure the more you start interacting, you can probably stop being a little more of a shove. Because I feel like you're just being nice to me because of what just happened. But I'm sure once time passes, you'll start treating me like shit. Because I was what stood between you and Lucy.
Yeah.
Maybe Jock actually likes Janelle.
Who knows?
Who knows? We'll find out.
Shark might just like anything that walks.
Apparently, any poster up on a wall.
I was like, when I did the scene with the mother, I was like, please, Jock, don't do anything funky. This is just an embrace.
It crossed my mind.
Did it cross your mind? Did it actually cross your mind?
I get Lucy, but I get the generation.
I mean, I did put in the whole she's almost a splitting image of Lucy, just older, there.
Yeah, I know.
And I was like, shit, I hope you don't go that way. If you do, well then, you go that way, but I was saying it in my mind, please don't go that way, please don't go that way, please don't go that way.
Goodness.
But welcome back to the first role-playing session. I've missed you all. And I missed the guy that's supposed to be next to me, but we'll see him next time, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hey, if we don't see him next time, this will continue.
Dum dum dum.
Yeah. And I can't wait. There's a special surprise for Minnie May, for her character in the City of Thorns thing. And there's only two people in this entire group that knows about it. Me and the other person. And Luna.
Nope.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It almost happened tonight by accident, Luna. It almost happened tonight by accident. Because I load everything up on Roll20, and the music kept on playing, and I was constantly looking over fuck it, I'm just gonna delete that and I'll do it next time. Yes. Hey, fat exorcist, how are you doing, buddy? But anyway,
Minnie's face.
Minnie is
Like,
like, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? What the hell is going on?
I don't trust you guys.
Yes.
We love you.
We love you, though. We love you, but yeah.
Clearly, because you're not giving me the most dramatic moments ever out of all of us.
But yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We're going to call it there. Should we go and raid someone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who shall we go and raid? I need to find their channel.
AZ's on. He's a South African streamer.
Who?
Nah, that's stupid.
AZ. AI capital Z E E.
Let me just go AI capital.
Z. Yeah, I'll write it in chat. AI capital Z E.
What's he playing?
Overwatch.
Overwatch. Okay, that's cool. Luna options here. I need to roll. I need to roll on this. Give me another option.
Oh, let me see who's online.
I'm gonna roll on it.
I can give you another South African.
Mm-hmm. His name is? Her
Entity
name?
SA.
Entity SA.
_ SA.
Do they not get the idea that we do ZAR here, not SA?
No, they don't get. They don't. They no one. They didn't get that.
They missed the memo.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Odds. Odds we got AZ. Evens we've got Entity. I need to find the rolling thing. Odds, AZ, evens, Entity.
AZ it is.
AZ it is. All right. Wait, AZ. Now I need to spell it again.
I capital Z E E.
Luckily, Twitch doesn't use capital Z. That doesn't use capitalization.
Yeah,
so...
can you imagine if it was case sensitive?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we'll be screwed.
There we go. So thank you everybody for watching. Let's go show him some love. Let's go to AZ.
Do you have a raid message?
For the beard. Zephyr
Okay.
raid, whatever you want. And yeah, we shall be seeing you next time. Let's raid this beautiful bastard.
Yeah.
Bye all.
Bye.
Bye.